Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz and I'm really excited to have you here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about who I am and why I'm here, and hopefully... Okay, so welcome. So a couple of you may know me from Instagram, at Lizzie Girls World. Or maybe you don't know me at all, so I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am and how I ended up here and why I'm making a YouTube video even explaining this stuff. So I am a bodybuilder. I like to classify myself as that for sure. I'm an NPC bikini bodybuilding athlete, and really just someone who absolutely loves fitness, loves nutrition, and not so much the part that we see on social media, but the actual nitty-gritty grind. I'll explain a little bit about how I got into fitness. Okay, so back as early as 7th, 8th grade, I definitely say that's when I started to find myself in fitness. I liked going to the gym, I enjoyed eating healthy, and I was becoming more conscious about the choices I was making. When I went off to college for fashion, believe it or not. I was enrolled in FIT out in New York City. And while I was away at school, all of these girls were like obsessed with fashion and makeup and dressing the nicest and wearing the nicest clothes and all of these things. And I'm just like, okay, what time do I get out of class that I can go to the gym? And I started doing kickboxing out there, and I really attribute kickboxing as being like my introduction to my passion for fitness. Anything I do, I love to do 150%. So if I'm gonna be enrolling in kickboxing classes, I'm gonna be there every single day. I'm gonna be going balls to the wall, and I'm not gonna stop until I am nearly passing out. So I just went all in with that, and I had a really fun time, and I really became excited about the world of fitness. Fast forward a couple of years after that, I went through a really bad breakup, and my whole world kind of came crashing down on me. I had a really great job, and I was definitely knew who I was, but not really. So it wasn't until that me and this person broke up, I saw that I really didn't know who I was without him, and that scared me a lot. That, and also I spent a lot of my time with him, and so I needed something to kind of take over my mind, and I wanted to become a better version of myself in turn. So it wasn't long after that I knew that fitness was going to be the answer for me, because it always has been. You talk about anxiety, depression, anger, frustration, going through a bad breakup, family problems, anything, you name it, the way I've dealt with it is by going to the gym. And it's just a form of therapy for me. So when I decided that I was going to use fitness as my coping mechanism, so to say, I decided to prep for a bikini competition, and that's really where the shift came from, just being like a recreational fitness goer to now I was identifying myself as a bodybuilder. That identity really didn't come until honestly just recently, but I began to kind of embrace the world of bodybuilding through bikini competition. So I prepped myself 25 weeks. I worked with my coach, and we wound up doing 3 shows that season, and I placed second in my first one, third in my second one, and third in my third one. So all in all, it was, more than I would have ever imagined. Stepping on stage for the first time was scary, to say the least, and the amount of work and effort I put into myself, I really just was proud regardless. After that, I went through some really tough struggles, which I really wasn't aware of going into competitions, that the post-show rebound is pretty scary. And I dealt with it really, really bad. This is just last winter. And you talk about putting on weight overnight. That's literally what happened to me. And over the course of probably 5-6 months, I gained about 30 pounds. And during my prep, I had lost about the same. So essentially in just a couple of months, all the way came back. Although I was still in the gym, I was still, kind of working as hard as I could with what I had, but my passion just kind of was not there because I was upset with myself and I thought I failed. Fast forward to now, this past March, so March of 2016, I decided to, okay, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to prep myself. I'm going to roll with it and I'm going to go for it. And I did just that. And I prepped myself again this year. And I worked with a coach. Again, it was about a couple months, March, April, May, June, July, August, 6 months of prep. And I had some really bad experiences this past season and also some really good experiences. And I will definitely get to that in a later video. But basically the moral of what this past season taught me is that there's so much more to bodybuilding than just competing. Bodybuilding has to do with so much. It's way beyond anything we can achieve in the gym or on stage. It really has a lot to do with your mind, and it just has a lot to do, like, I know it sounds repetitive, of being the best version of yourself. So hopefully my goal for this channel is to just help people become the best versions of themselves. And I hope that I can take the journey with you, because all in all, people who are on social media, who are influencers or do YouTube videos or whatever the case is, it's not that they know any better than the rest of us. It's just that they've probably failed more times than not, and that's why they are where they are. And I see myself as definitely being one of those people, because I've failed time and time again. But I'm being vulnerable enough to maybe share those experiences with you and let you know that in the end, as long as you are making yourself a better person through it all, that you're doing the best that you can. So that's just a little introduction into who I am and, like I said, why I'm here. And I want to just basically make this channel open discussions, and I want it to be a learning experience for me and for you. I am every day evolving, growing, and learning, and I think that what better way than to basically create a community where we can learn from each other. So I want to hear what your ideas are for videos, what you guys want to see, what you want to learn. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can, so if you leave them below, my next video will be a Q&A. So most people start their videos or YouTube accounts when they're in prep and have a lot of exciting leanness to show and muscles and all this stuff. But I've decided to do the complete opposite. And I've decided to start my channel while I'm in my off season to show that bodybuilding really, like I said, is not so much about the aesthetics, but about what mental growth we can have. Of course, physical growth, strength, just growing in every aspect. And sometimes that doesn't mean by dropping 5 pounds on the scale or seeing a new vein in our arm or I don't even know what else we use as an indicator of success. But sometimes it's just about the small victories that happen. And I think off season is the best time to show that. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, if you're just looking to lose weight, or if you want to be a competitor or a powerlifter or whatever your goal is, I really don't think you should ever look at it as being in season or off season. You really should just be always working towards the same goal, just adjusting your methods to get there.